Long ago, in a powerful kingdom surrounded by mountains, there lived a king known for his wisdom. He believed something very simple. A kingdom cannot survive without honesty. But the king had a problem. Everyone in his kingdom claimed to be honest. So one morning, the king asked a single question, and by sunset, that question exposed the truth about everyone. The king ruled a prosperous land. Markets were full, farmers worked fertile fields, and the people often praised their ruler. But the king had noticed something troubling. Whenever a problem happened, no one ever admitted fault. Every mistake had no owner. Every lie had no liar. And so the king decided to test his people. One morning, the king ordered the town crier to gather the entire kingdom in the palace courtyard. Hundreds of villagers arrived. Farmers, merchants, soldiers, and servants. When the king stepped forward, the crowd fell silent. Then the king spoke. "I have only one question for all of you. Who here is truly honest?" Immediately, every hand in the crowd went up. The king smiled calmly. "Very well," he said. "Tomorrow morning, each of you will receive a seed from the royal garden. You must plant it and return in 3 months with the plant you grow. The person who grows the most beautiful plant will receive a great reward." The people cheered. It seemed like an easy challenge. Among the crowd was a young boy named Tariq. He planted the seed carefully. He watered it every day. He gave it sunlight, but weeks passed and nothing grew. Meanwhile, other villagers proudly showed their growing plants, beautiful flowers, tall green stems. Tariq began to worry, but he continued caring for the empty pot. 3 months later, the villagers returned to the palace. The courtyard was filled with magnificent plants, colorful flowers everywhere. But Tariq stood quietly in the corner, holding a pot with nothing inside. When the king walked through the crowd, he stopped in front of the boy. Then the king began to laugh, not at the boy, but at everyone else. The king raised his voice so the whole kingdom could hear. "The seeds I gave you were boiled. They could never grow." Silence filled the courtyard. Every plant in the crowd had been grown from a different seed. Only one person had been honest: the boy with the empty pot. That day, the king rewarded Tariq for his honesty, and the kingdom learned a lesson they would never forget. Now I want to ask you something. If you were given a seed that never grew, would you bring an empty pot to the king? Or would you secretly plant another seed? Tell me honestly in the comments, and subscribe for more folktales about wisdom, truth, and the choices that shape our lives.